I love it.
All right, let's go with it.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Juicy, and I got my boy B today, the
What's
host
up,
with the
baby?
Billion Mind Podcast. Today we have Miss Latanya Holmes, aka
Woo!
Nicole. Please,
Hey y'all.
welcome
Welcome,
to the
welcome,
Million
welcome.
Mind Podcast. So tonight, me, B, and Miss Nicole, please,
That's
we're
how
gonna
you
talk
say
about
it too. That's how you say it.
Nicole, please. You know, we're gonna talk about some podcast shit. Brandon started the Million Mind Podcast, and he later on asked me to be the co-host. And if you don't know, now you got to know Miss Nicole, please, has her own podcast. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into some questions and get to talk about this podcast shit. B, go ahead and take it away.
Okay,
Take
okay.
it
My
easy
first
on me,
question
B.
is I'm gonna say the good shit for
Hard
last.
up.
I'm gonna take the good shit for last. But so how did Nicole please come about?
Whew. So Nicole, please came back. First of all, I always have something to say. Like
Mhm.
I got
I
something
can
to
tell
say.
by your posts. I can tell mind
Watch
your
it.
business.
Watch it play
Mind
out.
your
I
business.
always got something to say. No, but a lot of people around me like always come to me for advice. Like I said, I always got something to say, especially with the name of my podcast. I'll get to rambling and people will be like, Nicole, please, like, don't start. Don't start. So that's how I got the name.
Yeah.
But me starting a podcast, I've always been a big podcast girl. Like I've listened to podcasts for years. And I always said, I'm gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna start a podcast. And so my daughter left, went to college. I was a little sad because my baby was gone. And I couldn't sleep one night and I kept hearing record, record, record. And so it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I got my phone out, started, sat at my dining room table, recorded, and it took off from there.
Yeah.
That was,
I feel
I
that.
love
that
it.
was about 2.5, 3 years ago almost. Yep.
That's real. That's
So
kind of like how I started this.
yeah. So, with the podcast and stuff like that, with that being your, I guess, your side thing, what do you do every single day as far as a career? Because sometimes people that do podcasts, they
Hmm.
kind of also do something that has to do with
Hmm.
broadcasting or
Yeah.
helping people. What do you do as far as a career woman?
So listen, it honestly, I podcast full time. Like I have 2 full-time jobs. I tell people like this podcast and shit is not easy. It's not just you getting on the phone or getting in front of a mic, in front of a camera and just talking. Like you gotta have some type of substance behind what you're saying.
Facts.
So as far
Facts.
as making my big money, what I do, I work in higher education. So my master's is in education, and so I work as I know, thank you. And
We
so
love educators.
I am an educator, and so I work for the University of Maryland. So that's what I do to pay
That's
my
what's up.
Ooh.
well to pay the big bills. Now the little bills, the podcast pay the little bills,
I'm
but
telling you.
honestly, like I wake up, you know what I'm saying, like. I mean, people don't understand if you passionate about something, like you can't just give it part time. So
Facts.
I wake up probably 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll come in the studio and I'm doing show notes or I'm doing something that pertains to my business. And then even when I'm working during the day, because I work from home, so I have my desk in there where my little office is. I got my work stuff set up. I have my MacBook set up too. And as I'm working, when I got downtime, I'm working on the code please stuff too.
Yeah.
So
That's dope. That's dope. A lot of people don't realize that though, because
no,
like I done told Joe Juice and other people, it's like my whole vision for it. I kind of wouldn't be like 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying?
like
Have multiple
yeah,
shows on it, and get
we
stuff
talked
jumping
about
and stuff
that.
like that. Yeah,
We going somewhere.
yeah, yeah. And some people look at it, you could do it alone. It's a lot harder. Like I can't even cap. I can't do it alone. I can't do it without Juice. I can't do it without my own self. I can't. I need other people for
Yeah,
what I'm trying to build and do. I need other people. That's why I network the way I do with a lot of people and everything. 'Cause a lot of people come. I'm like you, Nicole. Please, they all come to me for a lot of shit, and a lot of people come to me for answers on a lot of
yeah,
shit that I do. And so I feel you on that 100%.
I think as far as podcasts, I think we can all agree. It's things that Brandon he is just advancing. I'm like, well, I don't know shit about that. And
Okay.
it's things that I do great that Brendan like, yeah, you go ahead and do that. I don't do that
Yeah, but
shit.
it's teamwork.
It's teamwork. So with you being a one
Facts.
woman show, how
Ooh.
you doing this by yourself?
That is
So
great. Yeah.
so I read a lot. Like that's what I like to do in my downtime. So I read a lot. Like I said, I've always been a big podcaster. So I've always like listened to a lot of podcasts. YouTube University. But honestly, as far as
I'm
like the
telling
things that I know now, as far as like like how to edit and all of that stuff, the Arkansas Podcast Collaborative, like a lot of people don't know about it. I started off and I can tell the growth from when I first started to when I joined, the when I joined the Arkansas Podcast Collaborative. Like I can see the growth, and it's basically a nonprofit for podcasters in Arkansas. And so like I reach out to them like, y'all, how do I do this, or what's a good software to use?
you.
um
Right.
and that's kind of helped me grow, but it's not easy. Like honestly, it's not. I honestly just hired a videographer um to kind of help me out. I get a lot of insight. Like I have friends who are like rappers and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, what kind of mic do I need to get? What
Right.
Right.
can
Right.
I buy,
Right.
since I am a one person show? What can I do to make it easier for me so that I'm not stressing out? Because I don't have an sound engineer to make sure that my sound, I
Facts.
don't have that. But there's
Facts.
softwares out there to do that'll help you do that. That'll do that for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think another thing for me that's made it a little easier for me is I'm all audio.
Facts. Facts. That
So
is a big yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but that's a me thing. Like I was just like, I don't know if I want to put my face out there. Not like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I just feel comfortable because I feel like I'm just talking to my people. They don't see me. We just
Facts.
talking,
Yeah.
having a
Right.
conversation. My biggest hurdle has been doing episodes for me on camera for my show. Like coming on here with y'all, it ain't been nothing. But I don't know what it is with me being on camera for my own show. But yeah,
Honestly, I think that's the new avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me as a person, I've always liked having a visual. Audio is great,
that's what
but it's
and
yeah, yeah. That's I think that's the big thing because that's what I wanted to do from the jump. Because I was watching it, I wasn't just listening to podcasts. I
mhm.
feel like that's the older way, and so me
Did you
being
just call me old? He better run.
I
He better run because I felt like he called me old.
just to kind of just to go off of what B was saying, I am more of a visual podcaster.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, when I'm at home, all I do is watch podcasts. That's my
That's
thing.
why I got this TV in
So
here now. Yeah.
right now I'm watching Savannah James podcast. I love it. Drika Gates kind of got a podcast. I'm watching her. I watch a spiritual girl podcast. Of course, I watch Poor Minds.
Yeah, that's how I started. I can't say I
I
didn't
love Poor Minds. I love
I
me a good episode of
started.
Poor Minds.
I
And
started being a poor girl. Yes.
exactly. And then I also am. I'm a big fan of Trip Fontaine. He's on the panel with the bigger. I forgot the name of him, but I watch him.
With
I love him.
crap, I know who you're talking about. Keita Rose is on
Peter Rose and
there.
all of them. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So my goal as far as podcasts, I've always been told like many years. I don't know if you knew, but I lived in Little Rock for 10 years. That's where I graduated school at. So Little Rock is my second home. I know everybody down there. Shout out to the Rock, baby. Come on now. So I started out. Shout out to my girl Taryn Simone. Taryn was the first person to pull me to a panel, quote unquote, podcast.
Mhm.
It was probably like 2000 and I guess 18. I was on there, and we were just talking about different issues that was going on in Arkansas, different things going on in the world. And I knew then, like, dang, I may have like that may be my thing. So when did you know that starting your own podcast was your thing?
So when I recorded that night, like I said, I could not sleep. Like I had been fighting insomnia for like a week and a half. And
Mm-hmm.
so I kept hearing like record, 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 record. So I recorded. As soon as I recorded and push publish, like I went right to sleep. When I woke up the next day, I had so many listens already. Nobody knew I was dropping a podcast. Nobody knew. So that next day when I woke up and I was like, oh my God, all these people don't listen to my shit. Like, wait, this might be it. And
Right.
then when I got that email from Spotify saying you can make money, oh, that's what I need to be doing. That's what I need to be doing. Yeah.
When I say that, I think me and Brandon, we come from we have two different styles as far as like podcasting,
Mm-hmm.
but that's great because we mesh well together.
Sure.
Never in a million years I would have thought me and B would have had a podcast together. And it's working out well. You go over kinks and stuff like
Yeah,
that
for sure.
because you have two different personalities, but
Mhm.
the opposite attracts. So that's what makes our podcast go good. My biggest thing is to get on Spotify, get recognized, let people listen to us so we can move forward. I think podcast is the new wave in the media
It
world.
definitely is.
Um,
It definitely is. Where's everyone going? Everyone has left me. Yeah, I don't know where they went. Hold on. I'm gonna reach out.
I'm so sorry.
There you go. She back, y'all.
B reached out to me. He had a little incident that just happened. So it's going to be me and Nicole, please, for a little bit. And
That's
that's
all right.
okay.
That's all right.
That's cool. So my my biggest, like I was saying, the biggest thing is just really getting your name out there. So
Mhm.
let me ask you, podcaster to podcaster, how do you go off of who's gonna be on Nicole, please?
Ooh,
How do you get that?
sweetheart. So, honestly, for me, I started off with just me.
Hmm.
My cousin, who was like my sister slash best friend, um, she would hop on some episodes with me because I had like a midweek show too. She would hop on some episodes with me. My number one thing though, especially with my show, is I don't talk about stuff that I have not been through. I
Right.
just will not discuss it. If I haven't been through it, it's not something that I've kind of navigated through. I'm not gonna talk about it because I just don't feel like I'm able to.
You can't
Um,
speak on nothing you ain't went through.
I can't, you know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
can't speak on someone else's experience either. Now, I do have people, I have people reach out and they're like, hey, I want to come on the show. What I do is they book an appointment for like a startup. Oh, what's going on? Hello, welcome. I didn't invite you, but hey. But anyway, and what they'll do, we'll talk, and I'll ask them like, what topic do you want to discuss? We'll kind of go through what are, you know what I'm saying, like what makes you feel like you can discuss this topic. And then we'll kind of go from there. But I'm real big on like if it's something I haven't been through, if it's something that I'm not comfortable with, I won't discuss it.
Okay, so as you see, Walt popped up in the corner. Hello, Courtney. So welcome. We're talking to Miss Nicole, please, about her podcast. What are some of the things that you would give someone, Latanya, that's trying to start a podcast? What's like something that you would tell them that they would need to do to get started?
For one, do not go out and buy all that damn equipment. Can I
Hmm.
cuss? Cause I be cussing. Okay. Don't go out and buy all that equipment. Like if you have a cell phone, you got the equipment that you need.
Right.
Start there. Definitely record like 3 or 4 episodes before you actually drop because you never know what'll happen. So it's good to have something depending on how you're gonna well, no, let me take that back. Don't go buying all that equipment. Number two, kind of figure out what your platform is going to be. Like, for example, I'm an audio only
Mhm.
podcast. So people need to find out, am I going to be audio or am I going to be audio and visual? Am I going to be like a Facebook, social media live show? Or is it going to be something like where people tune in on a certain day on Apple Music, whatever? Find that out. And then depending on how you're going to do it, like drop, pre-record some episodes. So if you get sick or if something happens, like you always have something to drop because consistency going to be key because people lose interest so fast. Like, no, like super duper fast. So if they see that you're not dropping, welcome back.
I'm back.
If they see you not dropping, like they're gonna go somewhere else. Like that's just that's how it works.
So how many times a week do you drop?
So I drop. Okay, so I am in the middle of a rebrand. Right now. So I haven't been dropping, but my episodes still doing numbers, so that's cool. But I do episodes on my episodes drop on Sundays. So I record on Wednesdays and then I put myself on a time schedule. So I record on Wednesday. By noon Saturday, I need to have my episode recorded, edited, and scheduled to drop Sunday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
That's how
So
I
you
do it.
know, B has came back on there as we was talking about where her we were just talking about how she got started, some advice with getting started with the podcast and everything. What other things would you add on about how you got started in the podcast, B?
B,
Brandon.
Yeah. Hold on,
Did
hold
you
on, hold
not
on.
hear
Oh,
us?
my bad, my bad. I heard you,
quick,
my
quick,
bad. I'm
Charlie
trying to
Brown.
get
Come
myself
on,
back.
come back. Come back.
No, 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 no. I'm back. I'm back. My bad, y'all. But like I was saying earlier, doing it alone, as you can see, 'cause I'm the tech guy. I have to do everything on the tech end. So shit, this shit ain't easy. That's all I got to say. This shit ain't easy, baby. But I don't know what have y'all covered beforehand, but I'm pretty sure you covered everything, Juice. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
as I was saying previously, we went over, you know, how she got started in the podcast, how many times do she drop. She was letting me know that her podcast is doing numbers. So that's the
Right,
biggest thing. And I was letting her know, like, I watch different people podcasts. I don't
right.
really think that's Brandon's thing, you know, because I see him podcast, so he's like, whatever.
I'm a creator. I like
I think
creating.
he's
Now I do watch
learning.
some of. I like clips. I like the
Yeah,
clips
he, you know,
because
but me
I'm pretty sure.
personally, I like to come in the evening time. That's kind of how I unwind, put on a podcast, look at some stuff, and it's not necessarily stealing their stuff, but it just gives me ideas of how do I form, how do I kind of go in and do things, how do I hand off my questions or whatever.
Right, right,
Because
right.
even though it is a podcast, you still want to do it in a way that it doesn't be all jumbled up, you know.
You want
So
structure? Yeah,
you want
yeah.
structure, exactly. So
Facts.
yeah, you know, so we talking about that podcast shit. That's what Brandon named it. Let's talk about some fun stuff. I want to talk about some
Okay.
fun stuff. We're gonna kind of get in your business a little bit, just a
Oh,
little bit.
let me tell you one thing about me. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. So, Miss, work for college, a full time mama, and I was shocked. I said, kids. Wait a minute now.
3 of them too, baby. Yes, ma'am.
Two full time jobs. What's going on with
Anything
the
is possible.
social life? What's going on with the dating life? The
No, she did it.
Damn, you,
She trying to
you
get me
went
put
straight
between
in.
the washer and the dryer, y'all.
Mm,
I
goddamn,
mean,
you.
it's doing what it need to do.
How do you
Went too
like
deep,
dating in
Juice. You
Arkansas?
gotta warm her up, Juice. You just went into the kill. God
How
damn.
okay,
Look,
so
wait,
how do you like dating? How do you feel dating in your this time in your life with you in your career, for you in your podcast? Like, how do you like dating? What men approach you? How do men approach you? Is this your thing right now? Are you taking a break from dating? Like, what are you doing?
honestly, girl, I'm choking.
Hey, that nigga standing right over her right now. Just like,
Oh
say what you
my
want.
god!
And is a liar. He's a liar.
You better motherfucker say one
First
thing.
of all, no nigga is standing around here. But
Period.
um
He watching.
nobody behind. I'm in here by myself. But niggas don't really be trying to holler at me.
What?
I'm telling you, niggas, it's so funny to me because, and I'm not gonna get the code or nothing, but I have a lot of niggas be like, man, you look like you mean, like you look
Right.
like a nigga just really got to be on his shit to approach you. And I'll be responding like if a motherfucker in my inbox, they just gonna sit there like that.
Cause
What you
niggas
want to
don't be
do? Like
want shit.
that?
They don't be want
Calm
shit.
down. Hold
They
up.
don't
Now,
listen.
God
Hold
damn.
on. Let me tell you.
Tell me,
So,
Juicy.
and I'm gonna let B talk, and I want to ask Walt too, because Walt is in a committed relationship. B, he's dating. And I'm just like, the last episode I was trying to date,
Damn,
and at
why
this
you put my
moment,
business out there? God
this
damn.
moment,
You
yeah,
being nosy about me.
stop.
God,
We
I
stay in
didn't
my
ask these
business.
questions. God
We
damn.
Man,
stay in my business. He gonna
God
tell you something.
damn. I'm in
I
your business
think
called Cur.
he knows.
I think some men, not all men, but some men, they want a simple woman.
And I can
Some
give
men.
you that.
Not all, and I can't give you simple. I can't. Not all men. I ain't talking about you, Brandon. I ain't talking about Courtney. I ain't talking about my other guy friends that I know that don't want that. But
Mhm.
some guys they want simple because when you simple, you can direct them. But when you're not a simple woman, you got a mind of your own. It's hard. It's
Right.
hard to date out here. It's hard when you got a lot of stuff going on.
That's
It's kind
true.
of hard.
That's true. And I'll be totally honest, like, I'm not I'm not a very complicated woman. You
I'm
know what I'm
telling
saying?
you.
Like I'm not a complicated woman. So a lot of the shit that people think I require, like I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you ain't gotta tell me what you got, cause that okay, you know what I'm saying? And then like a lot of women be saying, oh, I'm looking for the niggas with money. Well, I'm a nigga with money. So now what?
I'm
You
the
know what I'm
nigga
saying? Like,
with money.
so what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is it?
That's wild, yo.
What and another thing, like I'm gonna keep it real like honest, like, and I was talking to my homegirl about this. Sometimes when a nigga does approach me, like they're approach me because of the way I look.
Mm-hmm.
And their mind goes to one thing. When I
She's
open my mouth and
single.
have a conversation, they be like, "Oh shit, I wasn't expecting that," and then now they gone. And it's like,
Yeah.
cause you approach me the total wrong way, and that's another thing. Like people need to understand that men are visual,
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
so they just gonna go after what look good. They don't care
Yeah.
what's between your ears. They just really do not give a fuck.
Hold up,
But
hold
They
they care
up,
just
what's between your
hold up,
legs.
that's
They
it.
care what's between
hold
your
up,
legs.
hold up,
But
hold up.
women are some women are like that too. Women
Yeah, they
they
are.
want to know what a nigga can do for them, and
Yeah.
it's
I
me.
can't
I'm
do
like,
shit, baby. I'm broke.
okay, what can you do? But it does. When I say what can you do, it
Broke
doesn't
ass
necessarily
nigga.
mean financially. And
And
so,
I want to put, not to cut you off, I
no,
want to
you're
put this
fine.
out here because I don't want to make it seem like it's a I hate men club.
Absolutely not.
It's a lot of bitches out there that's some barbarians.
And
Okay, I don't know who the hell
well,
raised
Fucking
you.
savages.
Juicy,
I don't know
I
sprinkle
who
know a
sprinkle.
raised
couple.
you,
Yeah,
hoe.
no, that's true. That's
But it's
true.
some
Hey, I
females
know
out
a
there that's
couple.
some barbarians. Hey, what can you do? How much money you made?
And,
And sometimes they just want to hunch on you. And
and
I be like,
juicy.
where did they
And
find you at?
Juicy, I don't mean to cut you off, but
At the bottom of
I
the
will
map.
argue with a woman till we both blue in the face. How are you gonna require a man to be able to do something that you can't even do for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get mad at me. Like, oh, I want a man that can buy me a car, but you don't have a car.
You
But
don't
boo,
have a car.
Hey,
You don't
hey,
even have a
that's some
license.
real
boo,
shit.
pay your bill.
Finally, a woman that agree. 'Cause I don't understand it. Us men don't get it.
Shut
Cause
up, Brandon, because y'all be some heathens too, and men will fuck a chicken, and that's just the
they will.
reality
I
of it.
agree with you. I'm agree with you. But I ain't no heathen like that. Fuck that. I care about what I'm putting myself in. This bougie over here. We ain't playing that shit. I'm
If
not
you're
dealing
not,
with none of that shit.
I'm just trying to
Hey,
make sure Brandon ain't a member of the He Man Woman Haters Club. It's
now
a
I
lot of
love
y'all
women.
out there.
A lot of people, a
sometimes,
lot of people think, a
sometimes.
lot of people think that, but I love women, bro. I can't be no woman hater, bro. You talking to a man that lost his mama when I was young. I promise I always do right by a woman. You can't really say it. Can't nobody really say I done did them wrong. I treat every woman with care. I'm a gentleman. It's just how I'm built. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do the
Yeah, but
But
shit
you
just
do
for
be
a
talking
dame.
that's for
shit,
the wrong
Brandon.
woman.
I be talking shit though. Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna lie. I be
Brandon,
cracking
you be
jokes. It
talking
be
shit.
jokes. It be joke. I don't be serious. Like any woman that done been with me can honestly say Brandon treated me with love and care. He ain't never did no fucked up shit to me. He ain't no dog ass nigga.
So
He
why you
just
ain't
ain't.
married then, Brandon?
Ask them that. Women be fucked up. I ain't gonna cap. Women be fucked
People,
up.
no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna say
They do. They do though. Am
people
I
in
lying?
general.
Am I
Courtney,
lying though?
wait, time out.
People in general.
Time out. Courtney,
Yes.
before you got in your committed relationship, how was dating for you?
Trash. Be
No, I
real.
wasn't trash. I was more baby.
Man, that nigga had
Um,
hoes back then. Yeah, see, we all got that ever.
I
Get
don't
that
Like
man
shit.
business.
it was It was interesting
It
before
was.
I got in a committed relationship. It was
So
very interesting.
what made
But
you say, you know what, this the one? I think I asked you that before.
you did.
Yeah, we did on the episode, last episode.
I can't
Um,
remember.
I don't know. It's the little things that made it be the one, and I was ready for a relationship when I got in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I got tired of chasing hoes around.
Me
That
too.
Um,
shit get
Me too.
old.
I
That
was I
shit
was
get
lazy.
old, boy.
It got old. I became lazy, and I wanted peace.
In fact.
And yeah, that played a major role into it.
Yeah, like I was saying, like it be like that, bro. Like me personally, I'm tired of the chase. I ain't got the energy for it. I'm too old now, bro. I'm finna be 32 this year, bro. I ain't got time for that shit.
Ooh,
You kill my
32.
ass. You not finna ask me how much I'm making. Either you bringing something or you not. Goddamn it, this a mutual feel over here. This a mutual feel. I ain't doing that chasing shit no more. Either you like me and I like you, and we gonna make this shit work. I ain't got time to prove myself. I am
You
sick of
like
trying to.
me or not?
Yeah, like I ain't
That's
got
what
time to
I don't
prove
get.
myself. I'm not finna keep giving you this special treatment just for you to make me an option. It's not that no more, girl. I'm grown. I don't need you, really. I want you, but I don't need you.
Ooh,
Like, like I can sustain by myself. I pay my own
juicy.
bills. I
Juicy.
make
He's
my
talking to
own money.
somebody.
Huh?
You
He's
damn,
talking to
sir.
somebody.
Okay,
Shit,
Brandon,
any
sorry.
woman of my past. That's
And
for
I hope
damn
she
sure.
hear it.
I hope
Yeah,
she
I'm
hear
glad.
it.
Man,
Yeah. And if you was a bitch that broke me hard, fuck you. Cause that's what he really wanna say.
the whole way. Ride
But
that
every
motherfucker.
dude done had his heart broken.
Yeah,
At
every
least
dude.
once.
That's why niggas
Every
end up
dude,
doing,
every dude.
Yeah,
start doing hoe
I
ass
done had my
shit.
heart
That's
broken.
absolutely true.
But the thing with guys, once most guys get their heart broke, they dogging
That's
every
it.
bitch out.
That's
That's
it.
true. I did.
That's
It's
all
I
she
did.
true.
wrote. That's
And
all
I
that's
she
not
did.
wrote.
right.
Once I got my heart
That's
broke,
not right.
it's not
It's
right.
not.
But I
It's
was on
not.
a mission.
But that's the difference
I
between
was on a
men and
mission.
women. I've always felt like women have a stronger mentality and emotion base
Duh.
when it comes to that. Cause niggas, we can't handle that shit. Most niggas can't.
We can,
We can. We
but
just
it's
choose not
it's
to.
no it's a certain type of man. Cause let me take it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
I didn't dog females out. That wasn't my
Me
thing.
neither. I never really
But
dog
I
females out
took
either.
my emotions out of my
The wrong
relations
people. Yeah.
with the different females,
Facts. Facts.
and yeah, because I cried in the car with
Oh, get
that
his
heartbreak.
in a tissue.
With that
Yeah. Hey, we
heartbreak.
ought to have.
Oh
Boy,
my
I got
god.
songs
But
to go
now
back,
I'm
boy.
here and I'm ready to
Boy.
tell my story.
Mother the pearl.
I'm here.
I'm so sorry that you cried in the car. I done cried everywhere. At work, in the
Oh
car, in the
God.
Listen.
shower,
I got
slide
songs I
behind
done
the
cried to.
wall. I done did it all. But the thing is, as far as relationships, and we're gonna get back on the podcast shit. But as far as relationships, I think a lot of people in my circle, they're at the point where they ready to settle down. They ready to be with their soulmate. They ready
Facts.
to start a new, like their own generation of traditions in life and
Your own
stuff.
family. Facts. Yeah.
Their own family. I'll be 33 in March, and I'm at a
Ooh,
point
God,
in my
baby.
life. You
God
either
damn, Juice.
yeah, yeah. Let's not get crazy
I
now. I look
forgot.
good,
I
okay?
forgot. You do,
You
baby. You
know,
look great, girl. Do your shit.
I know. Anyways, so we either in this shit to do it or we not gonna do it.
Not
It's
straight up.
That's true.
back in
That's
the
true.
gap. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna keep it real. Cause while I went to school with me, shit, I used to throw this ass. All right.
Hey!
I used to have some hoes back in the gap.
You did, Juicy. I
I
remember.
did have the
Yep.
hoes.
On
That
I do
God.
was
remember.
juicy.
What my
Yeah,
nigga
I do
Q say?
remember. I remember.
Shout,
I
shout,
remember.
shout out to
I
one of
remember
my
the
favorite
ass
hoes
down
back in the
days.
gap.
I
He
remember
was
the
my
little
favorite
rats.
freak. He was my favorite freak. I love him. Cause he taught me some shit. You know who I'm talking about? Wow, that nigga taught me some shit. But that's neither here or there. Off of that shit. What I'm saying is
He don't do
everybody
that.
that I
He don't
know,
live that life no more. He done been delivered.
She
Hey,
been
I'm gonna have to
delivered.
be back. I'll be right back, guys.
and
All right,
we're
girl.
just, everybody wants to be on the same accord with their significant other.
No, for sure,
Facts.
yeah.
So
Facts.
that's
Facts.
that's everybody in my circle, and I love to have the one thing for
Can I
sure, and
say
I'm
this
gonna
though?
ask you, huh?
Can I say this though?
Yeah.
Shout out Buki. You know who you is. You know what time it is, huh?
Not you shouting
You
your
know what
booty.
it is. We over here.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
we on
did.
some shit.
Cash App it so she know it was real.
That been
You was
there.
just with him this weekend, so he in
Okay,
love and
yes, yeah,
shit.
You
come on,
count, you
nephew.
count. Hold up now.
He in
You
love and
hold
shit.
up now. I ain't the nigga. Hold up now.
So let me ask you,
Y'all
Nicole,
putting too much of
please.
my goddamn business out there. I don't even rock like that. Y'all doing too much
I
goddamn.
just said
Anyways,
send the lady some money. Send a little lunch money, a little
just
cost.
look, I miss you
Look, I was
money.
thinking of you.
I feeds mine.
So when you started Nicole, please, was it like, do you feel like you were going through a spiritual journey at
Oh,
first?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Big time. Like, yeah. Everything like evolved. Like it was a lot of shit happening at one time, which like contributed to like my me not being able to sleep. Like I had a lot of shit going on. And I had no idea like what it was. But it
Mm,
was like the just the beginning of my spiritual journey. Like and really the beginning of because I didn't know who I was. So like a lot of people don't know this about me, but like I said, my daughter is in college. My daughter's 20 years old. I'm only 35. I had my daughter very young. And so I had to grow up very fast. And so,
facts.
whenever my peak, like whenever my journey started, it was when my daughter left for college. And I was like, damn, I done lost my best friend, because we basically grew up together. And
Mhm.
so at that point, I was like, damn, I've been a mama since I was 15. Like, who am I? Like, what do I like to do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, and so that just kind of jump started all of this stuff. And then I started the podcast, and then people were hitting me up like, honestly, I have more males hit me up, not trying to holler, like, I need your help to like help me navigate through this. Like, and I'm like, okay. And so it just kind of it helped me, it introduced me to figuring out what my purpose is. And that's why I'm in the middle of like rebranding. I have a lot of stuff going on now, but it was definitely like a spiritual journey, like the beginning of it.
Facts.
With you being a mother at 15, let's dive into that. That is, at 15 years old, I think I hadn't even hit puberty yet.
Girl, I
I
Girl,
just
you
I
ain't got
had
my ball with, man.
I had
Shit.
and I was like
Hard,
going
I'm
into the
hard.
sixth grade.
That
So
shit crazy.
for real,
Nah, real shit.
how do you think that that prepared you for life, being a mother at 15?
So, I'm trying to be careful how I answer this. Not saying I'm ashamed to answer it. That's not what I'm saying.
Facts.
I got to be
Right,
careful
right.
how I answer because it ties into some other stuff that I'm about to launch. But I will
Yeah.
say, I done been through a lot of shit. Like even before having a daughter at 15, like I dealt with some other shit starting off when I was 7 or 8 years old. And so I came to a point probably at like whenever I started my podcast where I realized like all the shit that I went through, like me having her when I was 15, all the other shit, like it was preparing me to help other people, men and women, to kind of navigate through it. Because some of the shit that I've been through, people be like, man, I don't know how to deal with this shit. And I'm like, yes, you can come out on the other side, okay. I can't tell you how to do it, but this is how I do it. And a lot of times when you done been through shit and you're able to talk about it, it helps other people who are going
Facts.
through it.
Facts.
For sure.
Most
Yeah.
definitely. Most definitely. I think
Mhm.
that's a big point, though. A lot of people need to be like me. I'm not scared of anything I went through. I can talk about it
Right.
openly.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's no fear about that shit.
And no
It,
shame at all.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you did what you
You living in your
did.
truth.
Whatever happened.
Who gonna
Yeah,
whoop
you
you,
got
boo?
to. Exactly. That boy, that's what I be saying. Like,
Who gonna whoop me?
nigga,
Who gonna whoop
what the fuck is this gonna hurt me? Tell her what you gonna do in my life. Like, nigga, what the
like
fuck?
and
Like,
I'm
who the fuck are you?
and I'm too old to be fighting, so
What?
Come on now. Not
Nigga, the
me. I
fuck?
still whoop your
Like,
ass if
you
needed.
see look,
hey, nigga, the fuck? What the fuck
Matter
you
of
think
fact,
going on?
let me go get Jody. Cause I'll go get Jody real quick. I ain't
babe.
scared of shit. So
Yeah.
I think that's where, once again, this is going back to your spiritual journey and you having your first child at 15.
Them
I
crystal girls.
You know,
and
don't come for me.
Ah.
The crystal and waist beads. You know what's going on over here.
Y'all
so
scared me. I ain't
with
gonna lie.
that's going on, what type of people do you keep in your circle?
Woo, baby. Now you
Hey,
get to my
hey, hold
point.
on. Let me say this. Let me say this. Her whole team bad, top to bottom. Goddamn me, they are phenomenal women. I know a phenomenal woman when I see it. It's not even the looks. You can tell by how they carry themselves, they handle their business. They ain't none of these regular 9 to 5 burger flipping. Hello, welcome to Walmart ass woman. Like I'm not. No offense. But when you got to see a woman of up echelon, goddamn me, you gotta give that. Shout out to the
Thank
TTs
you.
out there. I fuck with y'all, boy.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Raven.
So
You see her comment? I don't
I'll
see.
say this. Um, this is no shade to anybody who's ever been in my life as a friend. The
Mm-hmm.
truth of the matter is, when you have a purpose, when it's time for you to step in it, everybody can't go with you.
Facts.
That's just the truth. There's no love lost with the people who I have been friends with. I still love them to death. I'll do anything for them. But I had to change
Facts.
who I was around because I know where I want to go. I know what God has in store for me. And
And
so
where you going? Where you
if
going?
that's where if I'm going to stay true to who I am and keep God from smacking me on the back of my neck with his sandal, I have to surround myself with women with people in general who we can learn from each other. I cannot pour into an empty cup and then I be empty. So I have
Facts. Facts.
honestly, I tell people all the time, sometimes when you shake off that dead weight, watch what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You preaching,
don't
cause boy,
lie.
that's what I've been
Don't,
going through, boy.
like,
That's
when I
exactly
say
what I've been going through.
the people in my circle right now, elevation, they not letting me quit. Like, they're on me like, when the next episode?
White on rice.
What's going on with the newsletter? You know, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? When school start? You said you getting a second master's. When school start? Like, those are the type of people. Like, okay, we going to an investment class. Oh, you want to have this? Well, look, this is how you line this up for that. Like, no shade to the people in my past, but they just couldn't help me
Y'all
get
wasn't
Get
in
where
the
you
same.
going? Yeah,
yeah,
facts, facts,
and
facts.
I was in a circle, like in a hamster circle. I can't do that. You know, like I wasn't getting anywhere. And at some point when you're not progressing, you just staying in the same shit. Like, I don't want to go to the
Stagnant,
same
yeah.
place every weekend and be around the same people and everybody have the same drama all the time. Like, girl,
Yup.
I'm telling y'all, I got my friend group now. Well, somebody will text me now, like, look, y'all want to go to Dubai next week? Y'all want to go to Tulum in next month?
I'm
I got a
telling
circle like, yeah, we don't worry about what we gonna take. Just grab your passport, book your flight, and we gonna go.
you.
Those
Teamwork make the dream work, baby.
yeah, like that's the type
Mm,
of that's what I want for myself. So you have to surround yourself with people like that, with people who not
facts,
basking in negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Like-minded people like
facts,
yourself.
Yes,
facts.
and no lie, y'all. Like, my circle right now is people we had never met each other ever.
You just click, yo.
Ever in a day, like, strictly off of you always sharing my stuff on Facebook. Like, I don't know if y'all notice, but I share everybody's stuff because
You
it's a little
do. You
community out
do.
there
You
for
do.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no
Yeah.
hater. I share probably 5 people shit that don't even like me. I don't give a fuck. Feed your kids, sis. I'ma share your shit. Cause I know who see my shit. I know the
Right.
numbers that my shit do. So your kids is hungry. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and share it so you can get some views, so you can get your little $5 and get a $5 biggie bag for them kids.
There
Ain't
you
no
go.
hate coming from me. So
I have
you
a
all
question.
$5
And
biggie bag is diabolical. Goddamn.
it
What about
is.
Little Caesars? Goddamn.
I have a question, and this is a question for all three of us. And
What's up?
I'll start with you first since you're our guest.
okay.
You said that you're 35 now.
Mhm.
What would you tell 30-year-old Latanya about 35-year-old Latanya?
So I would definitely tell 30-year-old Latanya, stop betting on everybody else and bet on yourself. Like,
Facts.
I'm one of them girls. When I only give a fuck about the people I give a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm gonna say this. So, like, I fuck with y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all friends. This is no shade to y'all friends. I
Yeah.
just only give a fuck
Welcome
about
to
the
it.
people that I give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So I go hard for my people, so much so that I was neglecting myself. Had I started this journey 5 years ago, ain't no telling where I'd be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I would definitely tell myself, like, bet, like I say it all the time, bet on yourself. That's exactly what I would tell 30-year-old Latanya. Like, girl, bet on yourself. Like, fuck these folks. Them people is not your friend. Them people is not
That is
really
not your friends. So B, I'm gonna take it back with you. What would 25-year-old B tell 30, 31-year-old?
31,
Because
yeah.
I know your birthday's coming up in December, so
Yeah.
he in between
Getting old.
ages right
Yeah,
now.
he
So
in
what
age
would
school.
25-year-old tell 31-year-old Brandon now?
Um, you wasn't tripping.
Ooh, that's a
You
good one.
wasn't tripping.
Them people was
You
hating on
wasn't
you.
you wasn't tripping, nigga. You the shit I'm going through right now, never in a million years could you tell me this shit was gonna happen. I done had some losses, hella losses, a lot of heartache, everything. Everybody that counted me out, everybody that claimed they loved me, but couldn't show an ounce of love back. I done
Facts.
did it. I done kept my promise to my grandfather, everything. Nigga, we up, nigga. 6 figure nigga now, baby. You can't touch me. I'm untouchable. I'm going further now. It's time to get even further in life. And just, keep your head down, work hard. 'Cause I used to feel like back in the day, I'm watching everybody else have fun. Juice, you know me. I've always been hard working. I've never been without a
Facts.
job, never been out with nothing. I work. I can't bask in the fun and just slacking shit. That just ain't never been me. I'm a
Right.
very hard working person. And so that's why I would tell myself, you ain't tripping. You on the right path, nigga. Keep going.
I like that.
You ain't
What
tripping
about
at all.
you, Miss Juicy? Circle back to you.
What would I tell 25-year-old motherfucking Juicy, baby? You know,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
be I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Latanya. Brandon too. Like I said, I went to school with Walt Baby. We went to college together. But man, I was so wild. And not even in a bad, not even like I ain't talking about like a whorish way, but I was I'm gonna keep it real. Like
No
I
filter.
was thugging, I was making money, I wasn't scared of nobody. I had got in trouble with the law,
I done
and
been there.
then
Yeah, I
something
done been
happened.
there.
I lost my grandparents. And I said this so many times on this show. My grandparents are my biggest inspiration, and my grandparents they died back to back.
Oh,
So, at 25-year-old Jaleesa, I would say whatever they said you couldn't fucking do, you done did 10 times more. No one could have told me that I would be living in Texas. I would be working in my career. I would be receiving awards. I would have 2 degrees, working on
flex,
a third degree,
flex.
several certifications and license. No one could have told me that. So I would tell 25-year-old Jaleesa, you worrying about the wrong shit. Because what you got ahead of you is so much better.
I swear to
I
God.
look on back, I was crying, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I look at now, and like my daddy say, you ain't used to this shit. You ain't new to this shit, but don't get comfortable with this shit. So
That's
that
it.
means that, hey, you know what to do in a situation, do what you need to do and get the hell on so you ain't got to go through it no more.
That's it.
So that's what I would tell myself. Even as far as love and relationships, like baby, that nigga, it's 10 other niggas just like him. I would most
20 better.
definitely, and probably better. I would say that, but I'm loving the person that I'm becoming. I know that's so cliche, like, oh, I'm loving the person. I'm literally loving. I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of friends death wise also. But I think sometimes we talk about losing friends death wise that they're not physically gone. If you know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
just
saying.
had that conversation.
Um, you know, uh and a lot of those friends, it's no hate, it's no shade. I still have that same love for them. We just outgrown each other. And that's the biggest lesson I've been learning in my life. Outgrowing people is not a bad thing.
And that's not beef.
And that's
Just
No.
because
not
we
beef.
outgrew don't mean that we beefing. We
And
just
we're
don't
not
fuck with each
beefing.
other like that.
So, I've met a lot of amazing people in my journey. I just love it. I love where I'm going, and stuff like that. I love where I'm at right now in my life. So, yeah, 25-year-old Jaleesa, only thing I want back from 25-year-old is that weight. That's it. I want my 25-year-old size. That's it. But anything else, I'm good where I'm at. So, I love 32-year-old Juicy. I love this Juicy. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
I ain't gonna lie, I miss thugging back then. I was thugging like a bitch.
I
I
was
missed
studying
that.
kind of. I was studying hard too. Real
I was
shit.
thugging like a bitch, boy.
I was studying too hard, and a lot of stuff I'm not gonna speak on
Well,
because
I was
my
I
trying to,
mama.
swear.
Somehow, my mama and I ain't even be watching this, and I just rather for them not to be watching this
leave
shit
the
because
Uh,
group, girl. Protect
it
yourself.
ain't me, mama. I ain't had nothing to do with this.
Cause
I
I
just
be
asked her
talking
to be my
about a lot of
co-host. Yeah.
shit. So I just think, I've met, cause even with Brandon, I've met people because of Brandon. I've became
Mhm.
friends with people because of Brandon. So I think just networking, and I've been knowing Brandon for years because he went to school with my cousin, and then I knew Courtney. So it's just that I've been meeting new people. I'm stepping in new visions of my life stuff. I've learned to write down stuff. Writing down things and making your vision come true is
Mhm.
the biggest thing I've worked on.
Facts.
And coming from you, because you're more experienced. I don't like saying old.
Girl,
You're
I'm
more
35. Hell, I'm still. I'm
We in the same ballpark,
we
all of
in the
us,
same
man. Like,
ballpark. I'm pretty sure that I can learn things from you that you would be like,
yeah,
you know what, Juicy, it would be best if you do that, and
for
I wouldn't
sure.
be offended because I'd be like, damn, she may know some stuff.
Right.
yeah.
Simple as that,
And vice
you know.
versa.
That's why you gotta look at life for real though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
for most definitely. You can't just you gotta be open minded and willing to learn. And
And
then
you
another
You
thing I
got
have to
would
be
add to
willing
that,
to like,
Juice, take
huh?
the long route. What I want to add to that is take the long route.
Take
For
the
me
long route.
personally, I done been through all the shortcuts, everything. You
It
talking to
don't
a
be
nigga that tried everything under the sun. Anything you can think of, legally, illegally. I probably done did it.
yeah.
But I can say the long route has been the most rewarding.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
long route allows for that structure to be stable and
Mhm.
strong. That quick shit gonna crush and crumble and
And
fumble and all that.
I say all
Take it,
the
man.
time, like nothing worth having come easy.
Easy
Like
Right.
on God, it don't.
circling back to like this podcast shit. People get people there's no such thing as overnight success.
That's
It's
hell
not.
no.
No, like if you ask the people, some of the most successful people in the podcasting game, they'll tell you like I used to only get like one or two viewers, like they've been in the game for a
Yeah.
very long time. You know what I'm saying? And so
Facts.
even on those rare occasions when people go viral,
Yeah.
they fall off because they were not expecting to go
Yeah.
It's
viral. They
yeah, it's not
with
real.
it,
It's
and they're not
yeah,
able to be
Keep it
consistent
up.
with it or keep it up because it's not something
yeah.
that they planned for. It was an accident. And
Yeah.
so have some structure,
All
like you
day.
said, like take the long route, like plan your shit out, like be
Yeah.
consistent. Stop trying to do everything fast because
Yeah.
doing getting it fast ain't gonna work because you're
Well,
not learning. And honestly, the like you said, the biggest fulfillment comes in the journey. Like so many people, people say, "Oh, I want to reach $1 million." All they focus on is getting that $1 million. They not even appreciating, "Oh my God, I
well,
got a band. Oh my God, I got
Right.
two bands." They
yeah.
not even celebrating those increments because they got their eye on that big dollar, and then once they get it, then they lost
Yep.
because now they
And
like,
God.
"What's next?" You know what I'm saying? Because they
And
haven't even
God.
taken the time to enjoy, and so
Yeah.
definitely take the scenic route for sure.
And
Facts.
just to add on what you said, I don't think people know, but me and B put so much into this. It be, when you were talking about the views, some days we have 7 views, some days we have 30 views, and we have not stopped. We're always trying to figure out, okay, what we need to do next, who we need to have back on the show. Do we
Yeah.
just need to have me and you on the show? How can we revamp this? What questions do
Facts.
we need to ask? And I think people think that we just be getting on here talking shit,
Hell
which
no, it don't work
that
like
no,
that.
like we
No.
real deal be sitting down. I be like, okay, I'm gonna send you an outline. So it's not just us on here talking shit or because we're
It,
bored. We're really trying to take off with this. And once again,
yeah.
like I
It
wouldn't
gotta
be
make
able to do
sense.
half this shit if it wasn't for Brandon. Like Brandon said, some of the stuff he need me for it. And I mean, and we're two different. We have two different mindsets, so we have to work around each other, and we have to be open minded. We have to be understanding.
Facts.
We have to
Facts.
have two ears, one mouth. We have to listen to each other because that's what make the Million Mind podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
So I totally agree with it. Takes time, but it's well worth it.
And
Absolutely.
it's like I told you when we first started this. Let's not focus on blowing up. Let's just
Mhm.
do it and enjoy
Enjoy
it
it.
first. Cause
Yep.
if you ain't enjoying it, it ain't no use to doing it. You just feel like a chore
Mhm.
then.
It feel like a job that you never wanted.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You got to really enjoy it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Any
what we gonna take
closing
a break here?
remarks, B?
Um, I just want to say
B don't
appreciate
speak.
everybody
Okay, I thought
that
you were gonna say
support.
something slick, Juicy. I was ready to light his ass
I know
up.
you was ready to get that ass.
All I want to say is, y'all, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Cause you ain't got to. The
You don't have
reality is, you
That's
ain't
true.
got to. Whether
Yeah.
you like juice, or you like me, or you don't like juice, or you don't like me, whatever the case is, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate the support. All that shit. Keep it real with yourself, people. Keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
And
what?
just know, just know where I'm going with this. Keep it real with yourself.
Keep it
That's
real.
all I got to say. And I appreciate you
Before
for coming
before
on.
we let Miss Nicole please go. Oh, I like that. Nicole, please. What are some encouraging words you would tell males, females, anybody? What is something that you would tell them?
Mind
That's
your
going.
business and drink your
Oh,
water,
That's her favorite thing to say. On God.
please.
I mean,
Like,
facts.
Like, I
I
know
agree.
that sounds so cliche, but I'm telling you, people do not realize so much. You can get so much done. You can avoid so much bullshit if you just mind your own fucking business.
And drink your water and
on
pray.
God.
Drink some water. Stay hydrated. It's hot as fuck outside. Drink your
Yep.
water. Mind your business. Because when you not minding your business, you minding someone
Yeah.
else's business, and it's gonna get you nowhere fast.
And I don't like that
And I don't like that for you. I don't like that for you. And you're not making no money minding my business.
I don't love that for you, boo
I
boo.
don't like that for you at all.
at all. And it makes you look old too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Make
So
Let me
you look
say
definitely
this.
mind your business and drink your water. And definitely like bet on yourself. Like we spend so much money or and so much time like supporting all these other people, promoting all these other people. Like do that for yourself. Like it. I
On
don't
God.
you if you don't get any views, nobody shares your shit, nobody likes your shit. Okay, post the shit again. I just said this. Schedule your post out. If you don't get it, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna post the same shit Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
On
I don't
God.
give a damn.
I
What you
don't get
gonna
two
do? I don't
fucks.
get paid for this. Meta is Mark Zuckerberg is paying me for this shit.
nah,
So,
Mark Zuckerberg.
so,
To
so
all them hating damn motherfuckers on Facebook, listen.
why you so in
We
love
don't
with me? You
give
want
two
me to get fired?
goddamn fucks. I know I don't. Y'all think I be on Facebook just cracking jokes all the time? Look at me, black ass got a promotion, all that other shit. Y'all think I don't handle business? I handle my motherfucking business and I crack jokes at the same time.
Hello,
Well,
Me
multi
just
too.
talented.
put them posts
Goddamn
out,
me,
like for real,
shit.
like
Fuck yeah, and I
yeah.
get paid off Facebook.
Just be
Fuck.
consistent for sure.
Oh God. What about you, Juice? Anything you would like to add before we get to showing our black asses?
Oh, and that's when I'm gonna log the fuck off. Hey, this is just me. A lot of people in my circle are going through a lot of great changes, and
I
I just
love
want
that
to
for y'all.
say I love that. Not just myself, but the people
Facts.
that I love, my friends, family, people in my circle, we're going through a lot of great changes. And one thing that I learned about change, and I want to tell people, change hurt.
Ooh,
Change
it
Like
ain't
make
a
you
fun.
cry.
bitch.
Change
Like
is
a
gonna have
bitch,
you up at
boy.
3 o'clock in the morning sobbing, seeing if you
Boy.
wrong, seeing if you need to move back home. What are you doing? But
Mhm.
just keep in
Mm.
mind, you're right where you need to be at this time
Oh
of your
God.
life.
Trust
Absolutely.
us.
So if you
Come
have
on, brother
any doubts or any questions about what's going on in your life, you're right where you need to be.
Juice.
And
Oh
that's
God.
all I gotta say. And be a real nigga, 24/7, gang
I'm
gang.
telling you, cuz. Hey, real street nigga, all that shit. Yeah, yeah, ain't
We
none of that fake poop
appreciate
gaze ass
your
that shit,
call.
man.
We
I'm here. I'm
appreciate
in this bitch. I'm coming back too.
Oh
we
God.
want you
You
back.
always
We
welcome back.
appreciate you,
Once you on the show,
Nicole.
you
Please,
family, goddamn.
Hold up,
Yeah.
Brandon. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Juicy.
All right, that's why
okay.
Long John
But
Silver gonna go out of
No,
business.
they don't watch your mouth now. You're pushing it,
but
Bucko.
before you leave, please, will tell you go ahead and drop your stuff so everybody can follow you and
Okay.
like your stuff.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Show us some love, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, so of course, if you want to listen to my show, I am on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, iHeartRadio,
You gotta put me on, show me how to do all that. I just ain't had
Spotify,
time to get to it.
Amazon, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast, any streaming platform, you can find me there. My website, I am in the middle of building a new.
Mm, mm.
You know what?
I
That's
see.
okay. That's all
Hey, it's
right.
gonna
Hey.
blow. It's
Because
gonna blow.
it's what merch coming soon. So of course I have my t-shirts and my sweatshirts, but I'm gonna have a lot of other merch coming too. And then of course on Facebook, Latanya Holmes, and same on Instagram.
Well,
Yeah.
we salute you for all your
Hey
new
niggas, don't
upcoming.
get the sliding too hard in the inbox, man.
There you
Yeah, I
go,
know y'all niggas.
because the
I
shooter
know
coming.
y'all
The shooter
shit.
coming behind baby.
That damn be.
Well, we are supporting you in all your new endeavorments and all your new
Thanks.
Oh,
success, and we love you and we appreciate you for being honored
Thank you
tonight.
oh,
for having
oh,
me.
oh, hold up.
Go ahead, B.
Oh, brother.
Thank y'all. I hope y'all babies have a good school year.
Yeah.
I hope y'all babies
Oh,
have a
yeah,
good
it's going
school
back.
year.
Oh my gosh,
It
man! Shout
felt
out to
good. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Shout
Oh, I'm
out to
finna say,
everybody. The dope. We
yeah.
were able to give away 3 backpacks to 3 babies
That's
for school.
good.
And all of those babies were so happy, y'all. You know, like Brandon put on his post, we ain't just on here talking shit. Hey, a terrible mind, a mind is a terrible thing to
Everything
waste.
away.
And I totally agree. Shout out to all the sisters, my uncle, my sister, my cousins, Miss Latanya Holmes, everybody that are teachers. Shout out to y'all. I hope all y'all have an amazing school year. Shout out to my
Please,
nephew
y'all.
too. I love you,
Please,
Judah.
you
I
keep
hope
it.
you have a great school year, Bookie Butt.
Why you embarrass him like that?
I know he's gonna be like, "What the heck is she
Yeah.
talking about?"
Shout out to my babies too. Ava, Kalia, have a good day. Have a good school year. Carmen, Chocolate Drop, Axel,
Oh,
Caden, Aria,
Yeah, is it all
uh,
them yours, or you just naming other
got
people's
him.
kids?
them nieces and nephews. Them
Oh, I
all my
was gonna
babies.
say,
They all my babies.
oh, you look like one of them.
Nah, hell no.
Oh wow.
I like my money. I know when to cut it off.
Having a bunch of kids don't mean you don't like your money.
Shit, yeah, dude, ain't no dumb ass nigga like that. Ain't finna
Okay,
be
no,
popping kids
okay,
up out
okay,
here
you got a
and
green.
not taking care of these babies. I'm gonna take care of my babies. Shit. Fuck you,
Well,
mean?
we
I love all my
appreciate you
kids.
again, Miss Latanya Holmes.
Free
And
my
that's
nigga Dragon too. Free my nigga Jerry and too, man. Free everybody in this
Oh
beat.
my God, in the show, baby. That'll do
y'all
it.
But
have a
nah.
blessed night, and y'all catch the next episode of the Million Mind Podcast. Y'all have a blessed night.
Bye,
All right,
y'all.
appreciate y'all. All right.